Good morning, students. Today we are going to discuss very important concept, phrasal verbs. In the last class, I explained during the parts of speeches verbs. Now, phrasal verbs are very important to build a vocabulary. So, these phrasal verbs are generally used in your high school. This concept is very important. Now, let us start with the definition of phrasal verbs, and we'll see what are the different types are there and how to identify these phrasal verbs. See, all of you students, phrasal verb is a verb followed by preposition or an adverb. So, in general, it is a verb actually which consists of verb plus preposition or adverb. Phrasal verbs gives us a single independent unit of meaning. When you are going to see verb and preposition, if you see separately, you will get separate meanings. If you are adding with a verb with a preposition, you will get a single meaning. You will get an independent meaning which is used in a sentence formation. That is called a phrasal verb. So, always phrasal verb will have this type of structure. See students, verb plus preposition or adverb. It is followed with a verb with a preposition or an adverb. So, there are a few examples which we can give like this. We are having a example like cut off, written separately to make you understand. Break up, run into, set aside. That is cut off, break up, run into, set aside. So that is the structure with a verb followed with a preposition or adverb. Means cut off, break up, run into, set aside. You are going to get an independent meaning which you can use in a sentence. So that is called a phrasal verb. Just now I said that phrasal verb should be followed with a verb combining with a preposition or a adverb. See, we will see few phrasal verbs with different verbs and their meanings. You will understand now. Verb, ask out, break out, call on, check out, dress up, drop out, end up. These are few phrasal verbs. Just now I explained these phrasal verbs and the second part of the phrasal verb with its meanings. So, ask out is, meaning is inviting on a particular day. Break out, escape. Call on, ask for an opinion. Check out, leave a hotel. And investigate. Dress up, wear nice clothing. Drop out, quit a class or a school, etc. For example, person is dropped out from the school. We can use a phrasal verb called drop out. End up, eventually reach, do or decide. These are the different types of phrasal verbs with their meaning. Now students, as just now I explained, the phrasal verb is a combination of verb plus preposition or an adverb. Then how many types of phrasal verbs are there in general? We will see now the classification and which are given in your high school text. Two types of phrasal verbs. One is inseparable phrasal verbs. The next one is called separable phrasal verbs. Now what are inseparable phrasal verbs? See the definition now. In a sentence, the lexical part of the phrasal verb cannot be separated from preposition or adverb. It means that inseparable phrasal verb is the combination of verb and the preposition. You cannot break separately verb with the preposition. It means that there is a phrasal verb called brought up. You can't write separately. they are called as inseparable phrasal verbs. See the examples like this. He brought up his son. He brought up his son. Second one, she filled up her farm. Third example is, please turn off the television. I have written shortly, TV. So in these sentences, you can see clearly that brought up, filled up, turn off. You are not writing separately with the verb and the preposition. We are writing, we are combining and we are writing. We are not making separate verb with the preposition or adverb. They are called as inseparable phrasal verbs. Note that inseparable phrasal verbs we cannot, broken down the verb and prepositions different at different places. Whereas separable phrasal verbs are the verbs the object may come after the lexical part of the phrasal verb. It means that you can be broken up the words into different parts. Means verb and the preposition we can write separately in a sentence. They are called as separable phrasal verbs. Let us see the same example which are written with the inseparable phrasal verbs. Like, he brought up his son is a separable phrasal verb. Then how you will write with the inseparable phrasal verb? He brought his son up. You are writing separately verb with the preposition. So, in the same way, we take the second example. She filled up her farm. In separable phrasal verb, we can write filled and up in a different way. We are writing in up in the object place. That is, she filled her farm up. See, all of you students, just try to understand this underlined part. You will clearly understand. The last and final one is, please turn off the television. So we are writing in inseparable phrasal verb. When you want to write in the separable phrasal verb, how you can write? Please turn the TV off. You are writing separately. So these are the two different types of phrasal verbs which are very important for your grammar, and we can use these phrasal verbs when you are writing in the sentences. Hope you understood. We will see one activity, that is worksheet. I'll give the phrasal verb with the different questions. Sentences. You have to write the appropriate phrasal verb in the fill in the blank. Now students, just now we have completed the concept of phrasal verbs, and I have given the definition. You might understood very clearly what are the different types of phrasal verbs. Now, this session I'm giving a worksheet to you with different types of sentences with a fill in the blank, and I have given separately the phrasal verb. You have to identify the phrasal verb and you have to pick the one phrasal verb and you have to write in the fill in the blank. So this is a worksheet for you. So I have given 10 questions. Before going to that, let me read the phrasal verbs which are given in this box. Fill up, turn up, give in, put out, cut down, get through, send for, take after, make out, broke down, called for. Once again, turn up, give in, put out, cut down, get through, send for, take after, make out, broke down, called for. So these are the 10 phrasal verbs. Now the questions are as follows. First question is, with the appropriate blank, fill in the blank, you have to choose a phrasal verb. Krishna made a mistake for which his officer dashed an explanation. Second one, you must dash your expenses, otherwise you will be in trouble. Third question, there is no doubt he will dash the maths exam as he worked hard for all days. The fourth one is, I am unable to dash what they are saying because I don't know Telugu. So coming back to here, fifth question is, the gang of terrorists dashed the army after a long exercise of fire. Sixth one, we took a car for rent for our forest trip. In the middle of the forest, it dash. Choose the appropriate phrasal verb. The Olympic flame is usually dash after completion of all the events. Eighth question. In spite of his repeated promises, he did not dash. Next one. The television is making a terrible noise. Please dash a mechanic to repair it. And the last and final question. Everybody says that Ramu dash his father. Now choose the appropriate phrasal verb from the given box and write the appropriate phrasal verbs in the following. Fill in the blanks provided with the sentences and write it. Before going to write, you have to understand the topic phrasal verbs clearly and complete this worksheet. Hope you understood, everyone. We will see with another one more important topic which is useful for our high school. Thank you very much.